shawty tryna fuck me out the pill, not for real. Fuck you on the kids on the wheels. Two-seater got the heat when I peel, not for real. Still getting money, got bands on. Rats bustin' out the...
Make sure you click that follow button.
All right, y'all, welcome back. Episode 2, Libations and Music with Ken and Mo.
What up? Welcome back, listeners and viewers.
Appreciate y'all taking some time to join us this evening. Kind of had a thing going on, or I've been seeing a lot lately in the news cycle. A lot of artists selling their publishing, and pretty much going to discuss that topic tonight. See,
but wait. First and foremost, they gotta go stop what you're doing, pause this thing, and go get you a cup. Fill it up with something that you drink, your favorite drink. You know, I'm on a Henny right now, so you know, what you over there drinking on, Mo?
Got that clear. Grey Goose tonight.
All right. So first and foremost, again, this is called Libations and Music. So we're gonna talk music. We're gonna, grade our music, but also we need to have that little drink on there.
Yes, sir. Again, like I said before, enjoy your drink responsibly. No driving after y'all done, please.
Facts. So what you been hearing about with the catalog thing, situation? I've been doing a lot of reading.
Yeah, same, man. It's just been a lot of stuff popping up in the news cycle where, you know, artists discussing publishing and rights to music. I saw one artist particularly I could think of. He went back and bought the record company and then got his publishing in addition to everybody else publishing that was on a label at the time. A lot of hit records, of course, because if not, it wouldn't be of any value. But then I heard another artist sold his publishing early on in his career to have the latest and greatest cars and basically had somewhere to rest his head. So it's a kind of a nice perspective to see why somebody would feel like they need to change their or sell their publishing. And also, is age a factor in whether or not you sell your publishing? Because if you early in your career, you might not have a catalog to really sustain royalty money. You know, your catalog's still a little short, and royalty checks, they might not be coming that often.
Yeah.
That amount might not really be hitting. But if you are an artist who got some years in the game and you had some staying power, the royalty checks off those greatest hits albums, all those remixes, or re-release, the remasters, and so on and so forth, those might slap a little bit different to that bank account. You know, so older artists may be possibly more inclined to hang on to it, or depending on the situation, if they need a quick cash infusion, they might say, you know what, I'm older, I could sell it. If I'm getting ready to pass on, maybe somebody's late 70s, 80s, maybe some of these rock and roll artists that's still kicking around, they might look at it and say, yeah, nah, you know what, let me go ahead and let that go. This way I don't have anybody in my estate to have to deal with any of that stuff. It's already taken care of. The music, you know what I mean? I love my music. My people wouldn't know how to necessarily manage that, but the management company I put in charge will. So it's a lot of different things going on.
It's different factors. I could see, why people doing it. At first, I was like, before I just, educated myself more on it, I didn't understand it. I'm like, I'm not gonna have nobody else, run the rights to my music, but I get it. It depends on the situation. I mean, if I'm just gonna throw a number out there, you offer me $100 million. Hey man, I'll more. You know what I mean? It depends. $100 million or more, especially if you don't know people's financial issues too. Right. You know what I mean? It's a lot of big artists out here that's broke. Yeah. So that doesn't necessarily mean they have the money. So it depends. It depends on, the situation. Me personally, if I have the money and I'm all right financially and I had good endorsements, I probably wouldn't just sell mine right away because it's just something I feel I would love to leave my kids. You know what I mean? Like they can always eat off that. Like take Michael Jackson, for instance. His kids still eating off them Beatle catalog, and I'm sure some of his stuff. So
that's a good example, because he's
great example. Yeah,
the artist who went back, he has his stuff, and he got a whole bunch of other folks' stuff too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for him, like you said, them royalty checks kicking in, and his family's eating off of that for the next generations to come, possibly. As long as those hits still in rotation, they're gonna get paid. You know,
nah, but I just think it's a few things like that people need to. I just think like it's really good to be educated, especially if you want to be in this business. Like I said, this business, like I'm in the business, but if you want to be in that business, you definitely need to really educate yourself. Because honestly, you could be working and be broke. Like there's some people out there in the industry working broke. I'm not giving you 10 albums that I don't have the rights.
Yeah, nah.
And what people don't know with that, you can't perform the records when you want to. People don't know that.
No, you got to get clearance for everything.
You got to get clearance.
You got to get permission to use your stuff. Crazy.
Well, people don't realize that. So it's more, to me, it's more than just, I don't own my records. I don't own the rights to my music. Like, yo, you really can't. You never know. I feel like touring is what, keeping the lights on in some of these artists. You know what I mean? You ain't making that much money residual off an old album back in the 90s. So, but if you go out there and perform it, you're going to get, show money. Show money is different type of money, especially overseas. Absolutely. But if you don't have the rights to really sing the music or do anything with it, woo,
even the artists who get the residencies at in the Vegas casinos, they do pretty well off that.
Yeah. They do good, yeah.
They do well.
Usher killing them right now.
Yeah.
He
Usher had a nice run.
Yeah.
He's got a nice run. Britney Spears had a really good run there. Just those.
Yeah, she had a good run.
Off the top of my head, just a quick two.
You got Celine Dion.
Yeah.
You got a lot of people who went to, what people don't, I think people do know, I'm a Mike fan. Mike actually was getting ready to do Vegas. He was trying to not do it because he felt like he was old and he ain't had that, that energy anymore. But
he always
that was a huge thing. Yeah, he really
always relevant.
But I always feel like Vegas where you go to that's like a retirement spot before retirement.
That's where they like how they do Dancing with the Stars. All the celebs is like, yeah, I'm washed up. Let me go over here and dance real quick. See, you got to get the permission to utilize the songs for whatever shows or whatever it is, performance, TV spots, or anything that you're going to use it for. But then at that point, it's like you truly relinquish your ownership rights, and it's like, now what? You got get your ass back in the studio and give us some more hits.
Do you really want to do that? At this point, if you're selling your shit, you're not really relevant in the music business no more.
You better start writing.
So back on that artist, it was an article we read. Mr. Cameron, it was in the article.
Yeah.
Cameron said back in the day he sold his publishing to get a Benz, right?
80,000. 80,000 is what he specifically was the number that he said. So he get it.
Damn.
Bro, now you look back at all the hits and just the success between his first album, right? Then, what was that? Confessions of Fire, SDE. He did stuff with Children of the Corn, Come Home With Me, Purple Haze, you know what I mean? And then everything with the Diplomats. And you sold it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at it like, damn,
hey,
bro.
But 80,000, even if he sold it, he could probably get, I'm sure the person not going to sell it back for 80 grand either, though.
But at the time he's saying he sold it, he wasn't heavy like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. 80,000. I probably wouldn't have sold it because I would have just waited for that to grow.
Yeah.
Especially not for no Benz. You know I'm the flashiest nigga that ever. But
I was say that's their Harlem, man. Nigga had to be the hottest dude on the block. So he's like, yo, I need to go get
my guy. You could have leased it, guy. You could have leased it.
Shit, back then payment probably been like $2 something.
Fuck it, just do the payment. At least you got your music in there.
That'd have been way more than manageable. But
you'll be surprised at what people probably sold their shit for that we just don't even know of, some drugs involved. You never know. People probably sold for worse.
I'm sure there's been some highway robberies on account of those record labels or whoever owns the publishing. What's the other dude?
Yeah.
He owns the Wu-Tang. Martin Shkreli, the pharmacy bro. The Wu-Tang hate that dude, man, because he got that album. He bought that album.
Oh, yeah.
Never gonna be released. And they struggling now to get it back. Like,
I've seen that.
How and why? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the question. It's like, why y'all?
But he bought it for a collective, like just to have it, right?
Yeah,
like he loved the group that much.
No, he just to have it, and he said it's never getting released. I don't think he owns it anymore after he had a whole court situation with the pharmaceutical stuff, and I believe it was seized as an asset. and they get to that point, you can ask yourself that question because you're already in a position where you got fuck you cash. You know what I'm saying?
That's what people don't realize. Yeah.
You're already in that. You're already set up. You say, fuck you, get out of my face. So now you could say, take the meeting with the execs, have the discussion. You could pick their brain and see what it is that they see that you might not see at the moment. And coming out of that meeting, you might be enlightened. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, yo, this is still something I could do out here. My core fan base is still nationwide. Or I could go do a residency in Vegas, or I could hit the international because maybe the European culture picking up on hip hop, they might be a little bit behind. They laggy. So
yo, you could be one thing about overseas, you can be the worst, the corniest over here. Nobody ever buy your records, but overseas love you. They just embrace different artists and music, especially like the artists that probably didn't sell that well here. Mm-hmm. They really stars over there, overseas. So
how big is Vanilla Ice's tour then?
Actually, the funny thing, he still be touring.
Yeah, but he's more so doing his home rental stuff now.
He do touring, but like Naughty by Nature. He do like the 90s tours and stuff.
That's New Kids on the Block.
Him too. He was on one.
There? Okay.
He was on one too, yeah.
I gotta make sure.
Because I had one ticket from somewhere I ain't go. I was like, nah, yeah.
I tried.
Again.
It's a lot of fucking work.
Bruh.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, that gotta be crazy. So, yeah, you own your rights again, but the smart thing about it with people with the whole, streaming and stuff, once you release that album, the old one is not going to come back up.
No, the new one is the one.
I noticed that on a few things that I listened to that I had the CD with years ago. I want to say it was Mary. Something I streamed with Mary.
Yeah.
It's not the same. It was something that's not the same. And I'm like,
Biggie first album.
Yo, that's crazy. It's a little different. It's a little different.
Like you don't even see the original release anymore at all.
Everything is
so it's a remaster.
Yeah. So when you see that means somebody redid those things again, and they had to, just redo it again.
He's actually another good. Him and Tupac are really good examples where they both died while they were still in the midst of their prime, musically, relevance wise. What the hell happened to their publishing? And then, of course, it depends on the deal they signed with the label, but how did that affect the family? You know what I mean? I know there's some tension between Mrs. Wallace and Sean Combs with trying to get all that stuff situated. The movie came out and there was some tension there with certain aspects of it. So it's a lot of at play, man. It's a lot at play. So again, to that point I made earlier.
The thing is, like, when it comes to business, like, one thing, I'm business first. Like, we could be friends all day. We could be family. We business first. So even if he was alive, there would still be that. He did. I mean, I don't know his deal, but 9 times out of 10 with Puff, he probably didn't own the rights to it yet. Because what people don't realize, Nori said this, when you first was back then anyway, now these artists are way smarter. Yeah. But back then, when you come in the game, you are taking out loans with everything you're doing. Yep. So I'm a new artist. I got an advance. Nobody knows me. Nobody knows who I am.
I got a $500,000 advance. Yeah, dummy. You got a $500,000 loan.
Everything is a loan. So they'd be like, all right, go get fresh. Go get a haircut. Go get you some stuff for the video. Go get you a car. All that is on loan. That album better sell. Right. That shit better sell because that's how you pay the loan back. Yep. So that's why they always say that you got to be smart with these things.
But that's how you end up being a starving broke artist too. You got to pay back that loan. That album only went double wood. They needed that to go platinum. You owe that money back.
Yeah.
Take it on the road.
Oh, that sophomore album better pop off.
Yeah, shit. That's how you end up. Off. Yo, man, we got 40 shows in 45 days. Let's go. Because you trying to make that money
better pop off.
Gotta make that money up.
Niggas jealous like bitches can't stand hoes. Got the stand out, bustin' like Rambo for real. For real, for real, for real, for real.